Hello and welcome to another episode of Ghana's in Africa podcast. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I'll really appreciate that. It's the Champions League this week. We play Atletico Madrid at home at Emirates. Probably our toughest test in the Champions League this season. Before we talk about that, can we talk about the win at Fulham over the weekend, especially in the context that Liverpool dropped points again to Man United. So our win means more now because we are 4 points ahead of Liverpool and 3 points ahead of Manchester City, which is our closest rivals in the title race. The performance wasn't the greatest of performances in terms of squashbuckling, attacking football and creating goals. We struggled in the first 30 minutes against Fulham. We were on top of their game, put us under pressure. But what I loved about the game was we were patient enough and understand in that moment that we're struggling, but we didn't give them opportunities to score goals because they didn't got 0 goals, shots on target, and Davera kept a clean sheet. When we were able to take control of the game, we dominated the game and we pushed them back in terms of territory like we usually do, dominate and then put pressure on them, created set pieces and corners. I also created chances at goal because I remember some shots from Victor Gyökeres. Bukayo Saka had a top game. He had Sessegnon on toast in that game. What I've noticed is the relationship between him and Victor Gyökeres. He created a few opportunities for Victor Gyökeres to get shots on goal. But the other thing that is helping Saka in terms of always being one-on-one with his fullback is the Victor Gyökeres effect, where he attracts at least 2 defenders to him when they have to mark. So that leaves some, usually teams double up on Saka or triple up, but that leaves more space for Saka to run into, take on his defender one-on-one, which is really good for us in our attack, which was really good. I think in terms of performance, I never felt like we wouldn't get an opportunity. Only in the game, I was patient enough to understand that, okay, once we need to get hold of the ball, put a few passes together and see where that takes us. Once we got control of the game, we started pushing it back and creating chances, which is good. And in the second half, from the start, we were dominant. They didn't get anything in the second half. As much as when we were watching the game, because we are emotional connected to the game, we were worried something could go wrong. Maybe something will go wrong. I think the expectations going to this round of games is like we need to dominate, win, play some good football. That will probably happen, but sometimes in the moment we feel the pressure, oh, something is going to go wrong. But I felt like I needed to be patient to see what the team does. What I love about this team, their mentality and their focus, especially, is they are so focused. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Even when they make mistakes, there's always someone who's able to recover and get the ball back or close that chance and put pressure on the position, which is really good. So a few times, I remember at some point, Julian Timber shouting at Leandro Trossard because he lost the ball cheaply, and Julian Timber commented a foul and he shouted at Trossard for that. Those are the kind of moments I remember Gabriel having 2 mistakes in the game, giving the ball away and stuff, which they recovered, and in the second half, we were able to come out and sort of dominate again and create chances, and eventually that paid off by being patient as well. Got a corner, flick from Gabi, delivery from Saka, and a great flick from Gabriel. A sort of similar corner to what we had at Newcastle with the one we won. We scored the winning goal from Gabi, but this time he flicked it, and then Trossard hit it with his knee in the back post with a tap in, which was good. And then from that on, Fulham had to come out and play, but we managed that period very well. We kept position and it kept going, which was really good for the team. And then great win, 3 points, and on Sunday, pressure on Liverpool to deliver a result. They couldn't. Man United had a great game. The good thing for United was they scored very early. Now, I think Liverpool have that thing of going on a spell where they sort of throw attacks, every attack, waves of attack All you need to be patient. What I was frustrated with United in the first half after they scored, they didn't know what to do when they had the ball, so they kept giving the ball away, which was like, be patient, pass the ball around, make them chase, silence the crowd. But they were patient, but because, and especially United, when they went forward, they were so dangerous. I was like, every time they get behind them, they were putting pressure on them, they were panicking. Van Dijk was really poor in that game. But yeah, man, in the second half, Liverpool eventually equalized, and then they went all out. I remember him making, before the goal, he made substitute. They only players in midfield was Jones and Wirtz. They had 4 attackers on the pitch. I was like, this is an opportunity for United to hit them on the break, because they were struggling to deal with them when they had midfielders. Now they have only 2 midfielders with Szoboszlai playing as right back. It was an opportunity for them to put more pressure. They eventually got a corner, and then Harry Maguire with his big head headed it, and they scored, and then the balloon deflated from Anfield, and United got the result, which was good for us. Like from the first game, I said United will put trouble, will give a lot of teams a lot of trouble, especially the big teams, because United usually play well against the big teams because they don't have to take the initiative. They have to sit back, hit you on a break, on a counter, make a mistake, we punish you. That's how they play against the big teams. They don't take initiative because the big teams usually try to dominate you, and it plays well from them. From the earliest time, that team usually did that. They are not good when they have to be the ones who initiate the attacks, but when they have to sit and wait for you to make a mistake, they are really good. Bruno Fernandes, he frustrated me a lot of times, but they actually won. Back to Arsenal. We're back in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. Been really good this season. They sort of play differently this season. They are more attacking, but they have a reputation of being very defensively strong. They are strong defensively, but their attack is very good with the likes of Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, Solworth as well. They're very good in attack. I watched them this week, a bit of them. I saw Koke still playing for them, Lenormand, and Jimenez at the back. They're very good. Oblak in goal, really good side. Yeah, man, it's a tough side. The Diego Simeone side, they're always tough. They're top European side as well. So our toughest test this season. So for me, like, it's more of a test for our team, and what I'm interested in is Mikel gonna rotate the team, or is he gonna continue with the core of the team he's been playing this season? I think even on the game on Saturday, I predicted the same 11 that he started with. I think he'll probably continue with that team of Raya, Timber, Calafiori, who's been fantastic this season, Saliba, Gabriel, and then in midfield, Zubimendi, Rice, and Eze, Saka, Gokares, and Trossard. He'll probably, I have a feeling that he will bring Mikel Merino in and play midfield and maybe play Eze out wide. Or he will change Trossard for Martinelli. That's what my thinking. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game. We should be at night. There's gonna be a live show as well in the Emirates tomorrow. So it'll probably be a really good game for us. And it's nice to get that challenge to see where we are, especially after this period where we have won all our games, the last 4 games. So it's an opportunity to showcase where we are in the season, the level where we are playing a top European side. We're going to bring a different challenge to us. And Mikel will probably have great preparation, and he'll put together a plan on how we play. And then one thing that I've heard from, I listened to Saka's interview after the game. He talked about winning it in all contexts, in whatever context. I heard this last season from Mikel, but he couldn't do that till the end because of the injuries. But now I think with the squad we have, we can win in all contests, in whatever context of the game where we are struggling to dominate the game. We can win in set pieces. We can win through grinding out the result. We can come back and win through adversity, especially examples against Newcastle, where we struggle. We need to be patient when we need to be, dominate when we need to be. So I think we can win. We are equipped to win a lot of games, difficult games, even if we're struggling to put together a performance, but we can always find a way to win. And the key take for medicine is the focus of the team. They are always focused until the end, and it's also patient and also understanding the game situation. I think our players understand that, okay, we are not getting through them. They are pressing us high. Okay, let's try play over them. Let's be patient. Let's keep the ball. Let's try and keep the ball. I remember the game in Bilbao where they were physical. They were pressing and pressing. So let's hang in the game. Let's hang in there and ride it out. And then when we eventually can play, we could play, change it from bench with the subs, and we won the game. So it's every context matters in the game, and it's how we get the results. So I'm looking forward to the challenge of Atletico Madrid, and I'm looking forward in terms of how we deal with the challenge and how we try and win the game and how we win the game. We have a reputation of set pieces, but we're more than just winning in set pieces, because what we do before getting set pieces is what makes us get those set pieces in terms of our dominance of the ball, the pressure we put in terms of the territorial pressure we put on teams, because we push them back. Some teams don't want to play the way they play against us because we are able to push them back. They can't manage to deal with our physicality, our hard running, our ability on the ball, our movement, our rotations. They can't deal with those. So we need to be compact, close spaces, do a mid block or a low block. But I think we can win this one. Probably 2-1 for the Arsenal. I think we can do that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Come on, you Gunners.